after we've encountered some technical difficulties. The drivers have been given the 10-minute qualifying session. That is now open. We've tried to do it in a slightly different manner. I'm just going to let everybody know. Right, let's get back in. So, 10-minute qualifying, minute 30 already gone. We've got the 10 drivers all back in, which is good to see. And there's Philo in the pits as it stands. So, Bert Huben coming across the line. Let's go on board with Hirakram. So, into turn 1, using the bit of the curb. Turn 2, keeping it nice and tight, using again all the curb on the right hand side before coming out, and it should be a flat right over crest. It is up into 4th as you hit the apex, back down the hill. Flick it right, flick it left, flick it right again, then onto that back straight before you head down towards the cambered hairpin for turn 7. In turn 7, you can take a lot of curb through there. You can take a lot of pace because of the camber being in your favour. Up to turn 8, just flat left-hander. Keep as tight as you can because that opens up turn 9 and you can get a slightly better run up towards turn 10. This beautiful medium speed corner right-hander. Here I'm hitting the apex beautifully. Bert Huben not really on the apex in front of us as we head into turn 11. He's a little bit away from the curb, and that's going to cost you time because it means you can't get on the throttle. Out of through 12 into 13. Again, you can use a lot of curb. Bring it out to the outside, and Hirakram's definitely going to have gone fastest here. 1:33.5 is the time to beat so far. Burnt Fry is third. Ways goes third quickest. Logan Greenway. Across the line, he's in 5th, 18.05. Just coming to the end of his first lap. What can he do? 37.1. He goes into 5th. P. Gibb. He goes 5th himself. Snav coming through the final couple of corners now in the ABS car. A little bit back end drift going into the corner. See, he is on a pad. Out of the final corner, turn 13, across the line. Not troubling the top times. Puts himself in 7th, just ahead of Logan Greenway. D. Whitehouse, the final man on a lap. Philo is now on track, so he will be setting his lap time soon. D. Whitehouse in the Paramax car. Through the final corner he goes. What time can he set? Puts it 6th on the grid with a 1:35.8. Ways crosses the line, he's currently in 3rd. Bert Huben. Just going through turn 3. Now currently in 9th, just behind 18.05. And there is TNR Philo. He's currently on his out lap, so this time won't be any good. Now, We're going through turn number 1. In Greenway said a really nice time there. 35.0 for him. Just trying to find the people that are coming to the end of their laps. Here comes Snav, the ABS machine. Up to the line. He will improve by 2 seconds. He moves himself up into 7th, only 0.1 behind Burnt Fry in the Mintex car. He's just coming up to the turn at 7 hairpin. Meanwhile, there's Herocram. He's coming up to turns 10 and 11. Pete Gibb currently in 2nd. That's a nice time by him. But he's still 1 second behind Herocram currently. Bert Huben comes through in the HRX car. Goes quicker. He's now half a second behind. Logan Greenway currently in 4th. Crosses the line, does go quicker, stays in 4th, but he's now only just a 10th behind P. Gibb. Speaking of P. Gibb, here he comes. Through turns 12, down to 13. The Dynamics car, using all the curb and as much as he can at least. Burnt Fry now goes 3rd quickest. Is this a quicker lap? No, it's not a quicker lap from P. Gibb. So Burnt Fry a 34.3, his current best time. Meanwhile, there's Herocram, still on the provisional pole. Just cycle through Snav, currently 8th place ahead of D. Whitehouse. Lopping it into the final corner, drifts out wide. Up to the line, these guys have got just over 2 minutes to go. Snav goes quicker, and he's right on the tail away, just 0.005 of a second between. And he's only 1.5 off Herocram, so this is good stuff, and looking good for the race in terms of how the action's going to pan out for this one. Who is that leading that pack there? I'm going to say it's D. Whitehouse in the Paramax car. He's just coming to the line. 2 minutes to go. Just go quicker, stays in 9th. Here comes Bert Huben. Noise hasn't improved. Bert Huben doesn't improve. Burnt Fry coming up to the last corner now. Can he improve? Philo up to 4th at the moment. Across the line. Burnt Fry puts it 2nd. 18.05 stays. Where's P. Gibb gone? There he is. He's crossed the line. He stays 5th for P. Gibb so far. Philo to the line. Doesn't improve. 1 minute to go. Snav coming through the final corner. He can't improve either on his fastest current lap. He'll be on to his final lap of the session now. And D. Whitehouse still 2 tenths behind Snav. He now enters the final corner. Up to, he puts it 7th on the grid so far. That's a good time. Bert Huben has a bit of a slipstream from Waze. Can't improve. He'll get one more attempt. So this group will be the final group to get one more lap in. There's Herocram driving backwards for some bizarre reason. Maybe he's looking to get a practice start, which is a bit weird. P. Gibb crossing the line. Oh, that was a bit wide from Philo into the final corner. Yeah, you see Herocram maybe looking to do a practice start. Got to be careful, these guys doing the practice laps, because there are people finishing their laps. There's Snav, he's going to cross the line. He does go quicker, but not enough to move himself up a position, so he'll be starting 9th. 18:05. Currently sitting in 10th. I don't think... Nope, he's not on a lap. Good evening, Piggy. How are you, bud? We've got there in the end in terms of getting the stream up and running. D Whitehouse coming up to the line. It's looking at a very tight field tonight, as expected from the Focus Cup boys, and that's it for D Whitehouse. He cannot improve. Bert Huben does improve to 2nd place. Fantastic stuff by him. Logan Greenway crosses the line, and that will be that. I'm just checking who that is. That is Ways, who stopped. So it is the choice design driver of Hirakram who will be on pole position. As we get ready for 20 minutes non-stop action in the Virtual Focus Cup here from NXTGEN. Slightly later, but could be, at least we got the race on. Look for Burnt Fry, he's normally good off the start line. But what a field we have. And what a camera angle that is for the start of this race. We are going to get ready as the lights come on. We are green for the race at Lago Maggiore, and it's a bad start from Logan Greenway in the background. Everyone else gets away pretty well. Logan maybe not using the traction control like everyone else off the start line. Bert Huben looking to continue his battle with Hirakram from Fuji. Can't quite get around the outside of him into turn 1. You have to settle in, and it's a good clean getaway from all the drivers. Down into turn 3. Everyone just following that line. Logan Greenway down to 7th. D Whitehouse has Snav alongside him coming through the S's. And it looks like a little bit of movement from the front as well. Hirakram, Bert Huben, Burnt Fry right on the back of Bert Huben as Bert looks to defend and attack at the same time. P. Gibb down the inside. Logan Greenway, that looks like he's defending that position. Defends it well. Snav was unable to get through on D Whitehouse. Burnt Fry looking to the outside. Through the turns 8 and 9. The Mintex car. On the HRX car into turn 10, and Burnt Fry gets the move done. Good stuff from the Mintex driver. They all file through. It's a bit wide from Ways. He might get a penalty for that. So I've just dropped off the back of D Whitehouse a little bit, 7/10, but anything can happen in the Focus Cup as Philo, 4th currently, fending off Ways. P. Gibb, as here comes D Whitehouse. He's had a mega run through the final corner. We'll replay marker that one. It's Logan Greenway straight back down the inside. D Whitehouse looking for a bit of a switch. Gets the switch to the outside. Wade's not happy with something. He's flashing his lights. Through turn 3, and I fear D Whitehouse is going to lose out to Greenway. Yes, he is. And he's going to have Snap for company coming down towards the back straight once again. But let's go on board. Let's have a look at the run. Yes, so he's gone in wider. Yeah, just a nicer line, and it's allowed him down the inside for D Whitehouse 7. Meanwhile, just ahead of him, Logan Greenway once again trying to go around the outside of P. Gibb through the turn 7 hairpin. Isn't quite working. So it's a good defence from the Team Dynamics driver. And Philo, overtaking my Ways, but here he comes once again down the inside of 9. Great racing from the mid-pack here. Ways trying to get rid of that penalty as well. Philo just a bit wide, allowing Ways back up the inside. Just about gets the car inside, but can't complete the move. Logan Greenway having to fend off from DY House, who's now got snapped down the inside into the final corner. A little bit of contact, but again, nothing too special. Everyone keeps going, and DY House has a run here on Logan Greenway to the inside for turn 1. 16.5 minutes remaining. Good evening, Roving Island. Hope you're well, buddy. This time, DY House gets it right, and Logan Greenway's gone very wide, allowing Snav the opportunity potentially into turn 3. Nothing happening there. So from what was a potential move on P. Gibb, goes to losing a position for Logan Greenway. Back at the front though, it is still Heracram from Burnt Fry, from Bert Huben. Now once again, in the Virtual Focus Cup, we have a 3-way fight for the lead. And Heracram having to try and get rid of a penalty here. Now, serving that penalty is a nightmare in this Focus League, because you will have to serve it, and if you don't serve it by the end of the race, it puts it up to the next available second. So that means if you have an 1/8 of a second penalty, it will round it up to 1 second for you at the end of the race, if you still have it on you. But trying to serve it without losing as much time as you want to serve the penalty without losing as much time as possible, really. And Burnt Fry all over the back of Heracram as well. For the back feeler, a little bit wide out of the final corner, as is Waze. Pete Gibb now coming up to Waze, the Dynamics driver, looking to start attacking Waze, as Waze just goes in a little bit deep, but we'll keep the inside for turn 2. Can Gibb get a good enough run on the exit of the corners? Logan Greenway has now been overtaken by Snav. I don't think we're going to catch on the replays, unfortunately. But P. Gibb unable at the moment to make any inroads into Waze's little gap over him. Gradually nicking the slipstream out of him into the hairpin right. Meanwhile, Snav has his hands full with Logan Greenway just behind. Logan looking for a move to the outside of turn 8. Trying to get the inside for 9. Is he alongside? He might just be enough. Gotta go careful, he cannot be ghosting into people. Oh, that's a bit of a cut from Logan. That might increase that penalty. Yes, it does. An extra 5/10 added on. Greenway looking to the inside. Snav a little bit sideways. It's going to cost him the momentum on the exit. And Logan Greenway will have a run to the inside for turn 1. Although it looks like he backs off just to try and start getting rid of that penalty. Got to be careful here. Meanwhile, up front, Heracram still being harassed almost by Burnt Fry as we head up towards the turn 7 hairpin. Burnt Fry looking to the outside. We're on board with Berhuben. He's got a front row seat for this little battle. Oh, and Heracram's run a bit wide. That's going to give Burnt Fry the room, and Burnt Fry goes into the lead with a very clever switchback. And here comes Berhuben. Heracram gonna lose 2 positions. Oh, very squirrely from Berhuben. Seeing Heracram just make a slight bit of contact. So Heracram just not quite getting the front end in through the turn 7 hairpin on that tighter line that Burnt Fry forced him on. And it's now cost him 2 places back to 3rd for the Joyce Design driver. So Burnt Fry now leading the way. Way still has a 1.3 second penalty. P. Gibb just behind him. DY House still in the 7th. Logan Greenway is in 8th. And Snav in 9th, 18.05, currently 10th. But for the lead, here comes Berhuben down the inside. Burnfry's going to have the inside for turn 2. Herecram just sat there watching, waiting for his opportunity. Through turn 3, Berghuben trying to keep it alongside on the outside. Can he do it? Not quite. He'll probably have to fall back in line here, take the slipstream, and see if he can do what Burnfry done to Herecram, which is to force Burnfry onto the inside, which he has done. Very early defensive line from Burnfry's. Here comes Herecram looking to the middle of both drivers, 3 wide into the hairpin. What a move from Herecram. Is he going to complete it though? Because Burnfry's got to run. Here comes Berghuben, then now 3 wide coming up towards turn number 8. This is going to be close. Absolute clean as a whistle from all 3. Fantastic driving. Berghuben still has the inside. Into turn 10, that should be Berghuben's position. Yes, it will be, but he's going to run a little bit wide, allowing Herecram back to the inside. Here comes Burnfry as well. Great driving from all 3 of these guys right now. Fantastic battle. Berghuben, however, comes out on top, and there's just half the race remaining. So we've only had half the race, and it's been absolutely cracking. And Philo, I tell you, these guys keep fighting. Philo may end up, that's a 35-1. A 33-7 from Philo. Like a bit of tapping going on into turn 1. Let's just go back, have a look. So they're heading up towards turn 1. Oh yeah, just a little bit of a concertina effect from all of them. But all is good. Burnfry's just dropped off the back here of Herecram, allowing Herecram to have the run. He's going to look to the inside for turn 7. Berghuben happy with that. He knows if you can just get a good run on the exit, and it looks that's a good line for the HRX driver. If he gets a good line, he'll just go back past Herecram on the switchback, which has been achieved. Because he keeps that position all the way through 9, and he'll keep the inside for 10. Oh, and Herecram looking to the inside, not quite able to do it, and again, because of that, he compromises his own line, trying to look for that inside line. Just slowing the momentum and allowing Burnfry in. Meanwhile, the battle for 5th is heating up, because now it's not just 2, it's 3 people in it, and Waze ideally needs to get rid of that penalty. Because that'll go up to two seconds for him, and that'll lose him a lot of time. But here comes Pete Gibb to the inside. Little bang of doors. As they enter turn 1, Wade's trying to outbrake Pete Gibb to remain on the outside. And Pete Gibb gets the move done. Good move from Pete Gibb. He'll now be looking to pull away from Waze, whilst D. Whitehouse has his crack in the Paramax car. Oh, though Waze and D. Whitehouse run wide. Onto the grass, so not ideal for the pair, but Herecram to the outside of turn 7. And once again, Berghuben was looking for the switchback, but he hasn't got it. Although this time, he's looking to the inside for turn 8. Again, leaning on the door, Burnfry pushing Herecram, trying to get the place from Berghuben here. Into turn 10. Again, and looking for another switchback is Berghuben. Almost got it, but door closes through turn 12. He's lost him a touch, just a touch of time. But as we know, with these cars, side by side for D. Whitehouse and Waze. D. Whitehouse looking for a switch back through the final corner. He likes this move. Logan Greenway very wide coming out of the final corner. And here comes, meanwhile at the front, we'll replay mark of that. Ways and DY House. Unfortunately, nothing else going for there, but we've had a change of position. Into turn 1, yes, Burnt Fry down the inside of Verheugen. Job done. These two can't fight too much, they have to work together still to keep Heracram in fighting distance. Now, Heracram has got rid of his penalty, and 7/10 is the gap. Philo, 33.9 last time around, is quicker than all drivers, bar Heracram. Meanwhile, Waze still has DY House behind. We've got 6 minutes 14 seconds to go. The Powerflex car having to defend hard from the Power Maxed car. Let's see if we can see what happened here with Snav and Logan. So Logan runs wide, Snav takes the inside, gets the better run. Logan also serving a bit of penalty there as well. So Snav up into 8th place. And whilst that's going on, Verheugen has gone ahead of Burnt Fry. Let's see if we can pick up our cameras. So that's happened. So I think Burnt Fry maybe has run wide somewhere then, because he's also lost a lot of time, Burnt Fry. But Verheugen now nearly a second behind Heracram. 1.5 is that magic number for Heracram. If he gets 1.5, he'll start to pull away a bit quicker because slipstream gets weaker and weaker. Now actually Philo. Can we pick this one up? No, we can't. That's obvious. Philo up into the podium places in the Rob Sims Focus. The flames on the bonnet. Snav still in 8th place. Logan Greenway just behind. DY House still looking for a way past Waze. That Powerflex car really flexing its muscles there. DY is still looking for a way past. Meanwhile, Logan Greenway's got past Snav. Where's he done this? Into turn 10. Just down the inside, Snav a little bit wide. And that allows Logan through. Back into 8th place. So those two having a good scrap between each other. Burnt Fry looks like he's around the outside. We're kind of catching up on replays here. What's he done? It's gone. Oh, he switched back. Philo runs a bit wide, then ran the outside of turn 2. So good stuff by the Mintex driver. He's back into the podium places, but he's still got Philo right on his heels. But it is Heracram who's leading by 3.3 seconds, which means Verheugen 134.7 last time around. 133.6. Yeah. Now it's Heracram just pulling away now after that early fight. Heracram has managed to get away, get a gap, and he's starting to command this race with just 3 minutes remaining on the clock. And we have a good battle for 3rd place between Philo and Burnt Fry. Philo all over the back of him. Verheugen hit the wall. It's a shame for Bert. He was going well within that second of Heracram. But now it's become a 3-way fight for 2nd place. With just 2 minutes 10 remaining. This is going to be interesting. over the crest. Let's see what's happening further down the field. P. Gibb on his own in the moment. He's got a 2-second gap to Waze. He's now got a 0.7-second gap to D. Whitehouse. 4 seconds to Logan. And just 0.4 to Snav in 9th, 1805. A further 10 seconds behind that. So, good little battle there. We'll have to keep an eye on that between Snav, but we got side-by-side action between Berhuben and Burnt Fry once again. Burnt Fry looking to the inside for turn 10. Should be a done deal. Is a done deal, and he doesn't allow Berhuben the option to switch back for turn 11. Good driving from the Mintex driver. Made sure he almost parked it on the apex to not allow the switch back to happen, but now he's got Berhuben looking to the inside for the final corner. He slots back in, opts for the better line. In fact, actually gets a much better line. Burnt Fry runs wide. I think there was a bit of a tap, and that's why Berhuben has not taken the position, so good sportsmanship there. But this time it's going to be Philo down the inside of Burnt Fry. Philo goes into second place. Again, you're slightly wide. Burnt Fry trying to go back around the outside, not quite going to happen. So Philo, from out of nowhere in this race, in reality, he was drifting about 4 seconds behind the leading trio early on. Has just come up the order into second place. Burnt Fry now has his mirrors full of yellow of that HRX car once again. Fantastic racing. Now Philo looking to go defensive, and Berhuben looking to do his almost trademark move here. He's gone wider than both of them, cutting slightly tighter. He's got a good run, but has he got enough to challenge Burnt Fry into the turn 8-9 and into 10-11? Not quite, because Burnt Fry has that slipstream. He's right on the back of Philo, practically pushing him. This is the final lap of the race as well as we speak. This is how frantic it is. Oh, that is tight between Burnt Fry and Philo coming through the final few corners. We will pop back to the leader in a minute. Let's quickly hop back, because it is going to be this man, NXTGEN Heracram, who wins here at Lago Maggiore. A fantastic race by him. Meanwhile, it's going to be Philo who takes second, just on the line from Burnt Fry and Berhuben. What a fantastic race between those three. P. Gibb, who's going to get a 1-second penalty. Oh, he just ditches it there, comes across the line. He'll be in 5th, Waze 6th. D. Whitehouse will just about get... No, he won't get 7th, he gets 8th. D. Whitehouse gets 8th in the end, trying to get rid of, I think, some penalties. Either that or he's gone too early. What has D. Whitehouse done here? Yeah, he's... Oh dear, D. Whitehouse. 1805 comes home 10th, Snav in 9th. Rookie error from D. Whitehouse there. He's pulled the bar too early and gone into the wall, and it's cost him a place. But Heracram takes the win, but not the fastest lap, so it's not the Grand Slalom, as you could say. A fantastic race by all, though. I'm sure you agree. Great battles, great driving between everyone. Heracram obviously just got away after Berhuben clipped the wall. There are your race results. So Heracram takes pole position and the win. Philo takes second from almost out of nowhere. Fantastic drive by him. Burnt Fry 3rd, Berhuben 4th, P. Gibb is in 5th, Waze 6th in the end, Logan Greenway 7th, D. Whitehouse should have been 7th but ended up in 8th, Snav in 9th, and 1805 claims the 10th spot. So a lot of fighting, and obviously it's a tricky one when you race these sorts of cars, especially on GT Sport, because working together can make your race and also break your race all at the same time. You've got to almost work out if you want to race with these people or just work with them for a few minutes. But nonetheless, fantastic racing from the guys in the Virtual Focus Cup. And if you are interested in racing this league, get in touch with the NXTGEN community, and they can see if there's a spot. I believe there might be a couple of spaces available now, but yeah, do go to NXTGEN to try if you want to get involved in this league. It's a fantastic league to be in. Great racing, as you've just witnessed by all, and no real accidents really at all, which is good to see. But where are we next week? That is a question and a half. So next week we head to Suzuka East, where that is not going to be an easy track to overtake on. So qualifying is everything around there, because it's very easy to fend off your position, not so easy to overtake. But when you do overtake, then you have the task of keeping that position. But until then, thank you to everyone who's watched tonight. Hopefully it's been a good watch for you all. Thank you to the Focus Cup for effectively sponsoring this league. Fantastic to have on board, and that amazing prize, whoever wins the league, is going to be special. But from myself and everyone here, thank you all for watching tonight. Join us next week for more Focus Cup action. And like I say, do head to the NXTGEN community page, where there's a lot more leagues on various days throughout this season. But for now, good night.